Golf legend's son received a lifetime ban from the Masters. Wayne Player, the son of Hall of Fame golfer Gary Player, has stated that he has received a lifelong Masters suspension as a result of a 2021 stunt that drew worldwide outrage. The younger Player was heavily criticized for his inappropriate behavior during a tribute to Lee Elder, the first black player to compete in the Augusta National Major. What was intended to be a moment all about Elder was overshadowed by Wayne Player's behavior, who was photographed holding a branded sleeve of golf balls in what was deemed a shameful marketing stunt. Why did he get a lifetime ban? What did he do? Stay tuned to find all the details. As previously stated, the Masters has several long-standing traditions. One theory holds that the winner of the Augusta National will keep his green jacket for a year after his victory, after which it should be returned to the club. Gary Player, a South African native and hence the tournament's first ever international champion, was ignorant of this custom. In 1961, the Player won the Masters for the first time, beating Arnold Daniel Palmer and amateur Charles Coe by 1 stroke. The next year, Palmer and Dow Finsterwald, champion of the 1958 PGA Championship, were all tied after 72 holes, which were converted to an 18-hole competition won by Arnie. Palmer, not knowing the concepts, packed his jacket from the previous year and returned it to his home. That commitment to telephony came from then club chairman Clifford Roberts, who told him he needed to commit, which he did. It's not a big thing, but it's a nice starting place for the Player Masters plot. The Player would go on to win the Masters 2 several times, including a 2-stroke victory in 1974 and a 1-shot victory in 1978. What did he think about it? The Player attempted to explain the matter to Golf Digest this week after announcing that he had been prevented from returning to Augusta National. They believe there's no such thing as negative publicity, Wayne explained. I discovered that this is not entirely correct. Wayne Player, who was serving as his father's caddy, held up a sleeve of Encore golf balls, horizontal with the branding visible, as Augusta National Chairman Fred Ridley paid tribute to Elder. The ceremony was powerful. Augusta National is actively attempting to atone for its past transgressions. But when Wayne Player turned it into the equivalent of a NASCAR post-race interview, condemnation flew. I probably had 50 texts after that, 40 of which said I'm a marketing genius, and 10 of which asked, what the heck were you thinking? According to the Player. Golf Digest, it wasn't planned, but it was a rude thing to do. The criticism was even harsher outside of the boundaries of the Player's phone. Even Jack Nicklaus, who was at the tee with Elder and the Players, questioned, what are you thinking? According to Wayne Player. In contrast, Augusta National does not bother asking questions before issuing rulings. Wayne Player was forbidden from the premises for the rest of the week, and his punishment has subsequently been extended indefinitely. I think it's an interesting story because, the National never actually came out and said, oh, we're not allowing Wayne Player to come back to the Masters. They never said that to the media. That's just how they do it. They don't speak much. Following last year's scandal, Encore rushed away from Wayne Player. We did not ask or instruct Mr. Player to have our ball sleeve visible during the ceremony, CEO Keith Blakely said, and we apologize if his actions caused any offense or distracted from the magnificent honor being offered to Mr. Elder. Wayne Player loses his Augusta ban appeal. The vulgarity of the exhibit appears to have sparked the punishment. The presence of brands is not prohibited at Augusta National. In fact, one of the most memorable moments in Masters history, Tiger Woods' chip-in on the 16th hole in 2005, featured a Nike swoosh in full, clear view. However, the mix of inappropriate product placement and a serious occasion brought the hammer down on Wayne Player. He claims he appealed unsuccessfully and received a letter repeating the prohibition. It said, "Thanks but no thanks," disclosed Player. It said, we appreciate you coming out and apologizing and we accept your apologies, but we are not changing our position, and we will not take you back. You wrecked a historic moment in the history of golf. Wayne Player maintains the story did not affect his connection with Elder, who died last year at the age of 87. I have Lee's phone number, Lee, I love you guys, I said when I called. Everyone claimed I was disrespectful because it was a special time for Elder. I apologized and said that I didn't mean to interrupt his particular moment. Wayne, you know how much I love you, he said, right? It never occurred to him. People should be aware of this. People should be aware of this. The player also commented on his father, three-time Masters champion Gary Player, wearing a Golf Saudi emblem, endorsing the contentious upstart Saudi Golf League this year at Augusta. We may judge the Arab nation based on their customs. I mean, where women are not permitted to walk around freely, they must wear a cloak over their heads. I mean, I don't know, it's not my place to judge them, you know? Remarked the younger player. The Move role player immediately seriously criticized social media, with several established golf commentators expressing disbelief and disappointment that Wayne Player would use such an important occasion for product placement. The difficulty wasn't the looks of the logos themselves. Virtually every player at the Masters, together with Elder himself, wears shirts and caps with symbols. However, the bold and obvious nature of the move. Wayne Player, an Encore shareholder, told Golf Digest that there was zero desire to overshadow Elder's event. The only thought from that time was that it'd be cool for fans to grasp what ball my Pater was teeing off with, Wayne Player said. That's wherever it ends. I'm sorry if I've hurt people's feelings and hope they'll forgive me. Maine. Wayne's brother, Brandy, tweeted once the tournament that Wayne had been removed from Augusta National. I apprehend that my daddy was excited regarding, being a part of growing the sport of golf in the Asian nation. I mean, he loves Golf Link's style. He continually enjoyed that. He designed over 170 golf clubs and is a national leader. He's continually attempting to assist everyone. Thus, no one ought to be criticizing urban center players ever. Wayne has since properly been illegal from Augusta National and also the Masters tournament, Brandy Player wrote. What a shame. What a humiliation. What a nasty call to permit him on primary tee once years of similar shenanigans. My apologies to all. Yahoo Sports reached a resolute Augusta National for clarification. Here is the club's response. We don't treat matters relating to ticketing or credentialing, particularly once it relates to one thing, thus specific. Encore Chief Operating Officer Keith Blakely said the same thing during a statement that the corporate did not raise or instruct Mr. Player to possess our ball sleeve visible throughout the ceremony, and are sorry if his actions caused any offense or were a distraction from the tremendous recognition being paid to Mr. Elder. The incident shined a light weight on the messy history of players' sons, who are unloved by one another. Wayne was in remission for bouncing checks to rent a Direct 2018 within the Augusta space. In contrast, Mark's company was sued by Point of Entry, during which the participant won $5 million and the rights to his name and likeness back. Wayne Player displays the ball throughout the Masters Gap ceremony on April 8, 2021. Gary Player's son was banned from Masters when ball stunts. I don't assume he did it with any malice. Point of Entry like Wayne, my father can play this ball, he informed his buddies. I'm guessing his friends didn't trust him because it's not a commercially available ball. Gary ensured that Wayne and Elder, who were seen happy and talking along throughout the ceremony, had a solid relationship that has not been harmed by the ball stunt. Lee Elder may be a pricey friend of Wayne's, a pricey friend, Player same. He even phoned Lee Elder, and Lee Elder, don't worry about it. My goodness me, I forever treasured you, and you forever treasured me. What do you think about him getting banned? Do you think it's fair? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. That's the end of this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.